For nearly a decade, the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon have been gripped by a brutal conflict. What began as protests over perceived marginalization of the Anglophone minority escalated into a full-blown crisis, transforming vibrant communities into zones of fear and uncertainty. Beyond the headlines of violence and displacement, there's a quieter tragedy unfolding, the slow erosion of a generation's future. Education was once a cornerstone of Anglophone Cameroon, a system cherished for its quality. It promised upward mobility and a brighter tomorrow. But with the onset of the crisis, the vibrant hum of classrooms has been replaced by an eerie silence.
It started with ghost towns, then boycotts, then threats. They said, "No school until our demands are met." Then the attacks came. Schools were burned, teachers and students kidnapped or worse. How do you teach when every day is a gamble with your life?
Over 80% of schools in the northwest and southwest regions have been closed, leaving more than 600,000 children out of school. The reasons are multifaceted: armed groups enforcing boycotts, government forces occupying school buildings, and widespread insecurity making safe passage impossible.
I used to love school. I wanted to be a doctor. Now, I don't know if I'll ever go back. My parents are afraid. We move constantly to be safe. How can you learn when you're always running?
For those who try to defy the odds, the challenges are immense. Teacher shortages are rampant, educational infrastructure is damaged, and the psychological toll on students is profound. Many have been displaced, seeking refuge in French-speaking regions or even neighboring countries, often with little or no access to formal education.
We want our children to learn, to have a better life than us. But we can't afford to send them to private schools in other regions. And here, there's nothing. Our children's future is being stolen, one day at a time.
The impact of the crisis extends far beyond education. The once thriving economies of the Anglophone regions have been crippled, businesses have closed, agricultural activities are disrupted, and the once reliable informal sector has dwindled.
Before the crisis, I had a small shop. I was making a living. Now everything is gone. There are no jobs. Even if you want to farm, it's dangerous. You don't know who will attack you.
Unemployment, particularly among youth, has skyrocketed. A 2018 report indicated a 70% increase in unemployment in the agricultural sector alone. With limited opportunities and a sense of desperation, many young people are left vulnerable. The displaced population, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, faces an even grimmer reality. Many are forced into precarious jobs with little to no social protection, often just to survive. The lack of educational opportunities directly impacts employment prospects. A generation deprived of schooling will face even greater hurdles in the future, perpetuating a cycle of poverty and vulnerability. Yet even amidst the despair, the spirit of resilience endures. In some areas, communities are attempting to create informal learning spaces, recognizing the dire need for education. We cannot wait for the crisis to end to educate our children. We do what we can with what little we have. It's a small light in the darkness, but it's a light nonetheless. Some humanitarian organizations are also working to implement accelerated education programs, providing displaced children with a second chance to catch up on lost schooling. However, these efforts are often limited by funding, security concerns, and the sheer scale of the crisis. And despite the economic hardship, some young people are finding innovative ways to create their own opportunities, driven by a fierce will to survive and a refusal to give up on their dreams entirely. The Cameroon crisis has exacted a devastating toll, and its impact on education and employment is a silent scar on the nation's future. A generation is growing up with disrupted learning, limited job prospects, and the lingering trauma of conflict. Addressing this crisis requires more than just an end to the fighting. It demands a concerted effort to rebuild shattered educational systems, to revive economies, and to invest in the potential of a generation that has lost so much. For the future of Cameroon, the silence in the classrooms must be broken, and the path to opportunity must be cleared, so that a future on hold can finally begin to move forward.